Sometimes the most dangerous love isn't the one that's spoken. It's the one that hasn't been realized yet. You feel it in the pauses, in the way he watches you when he thinks you're not looking, in how he pulls back right when things get real, as if his heart stepped too close to the truth. Your intuition keeps whispering. He feels more than he admits, and that whisper won't go quiet, no matter how much logic you try to use. This isn't a crush. This isn't confusion. This is the moment where love starts waking up inside someone who isn't ready to face it yet. In this video, you'll discover 2 undeniable signs that reveal he's more in love with you than he even knows. Signs rooted in emotional psychology, not fantasy. If this message found you, it's because your intuition already sensed the truth. Part 1. When his actions betray his logic, he tells himself he's fine. He convinces himself he's in control, but his behavior tells a completely different story. One of the strongest signs he's more in love than he realizes is emotional contradiction. He may say he wants space, yet finds reasons to stay close. He claims he's unsure, yet reacts deeply when you pull away. This inner conflict happens when feelings grow faster than self-awareness. His mind hasn't caught up with what his heart already knows. You'll notice he checks on you even when he says he won't. He remembers small details without trying. He reacts emotionally to things that shouldn't matter. Love doesn't announce itself all at once. It leaks through tone, timing, and tension. And when someone is unconsciously in love, their actions start telling secrets their words can't control. Part 2. He becomes emotionally triggered by you. Indifference has no emotion. Love does. The second sign appears when your presence triggers him emotionally, in ways that surprise even him. He may feel protective without knowing why, irritated when you distance yourself, restless when he doesn't hear from you, unsettled by the idea of losing you. These reactions aren't random. They're attachment forming beneath awareness. When someone isn't in love, they stay neutral. When someone is in love but doesn't realize it, they become reactive. You matter more than he planned. And that's exactly what scares him. Because once emotions start reacting on their own, control is already slipping. Part 3. Why he pulls away. Right when it feels deep. Here's the truth most people don't talk about. Pulling away isn't always rejection. Sometimes it's emotional overwhelm. When his feelings cross a certain depth, fear steps in. Fear of losing control, fear of vulnerability, fear of needing someone too much. So he retreats, not from you, but from what he's starting to feel. This is the paradox of unconscious love. The deeper it gets, the quieter he becomes. But notice this, he never truly disappears. He circles back. He watches from a distance. He stays energetically connected, because even if he steps back physically, emotionally, he's already attached. Part 4. Your intuition recognizes what his mind hasn't. Your intuition doesn't work on logic. It reads energy. That's why you sense him even in silence. Why you feel the bond even when communication slows. Why moving on feels wrong. Your intuition recognizes unfinished emotional business. This doesn't mean you chase. It means you observe. When someone is more in love than they realize, the connection feels unfinished, like a sentence that stopped mid-word, and your soul knows it. That knowing isn't obsession, it's awareness. But awareness doesn't mean waiting forever. It means understanding what's happening beneath the surface without abandoning yourself. Part 5. What this means for you. Here's the most important part. His unconscious love is not your responsibility to awaken. Love that hasn't reached consciousness must grow on its own timeline. You don't force it. You don't chase it. You don't shrink yourself to make it feel safer. Instead, you stay grounded. You stay emotionally available, but not emotionally attached to outcomes. If he becomes aware, he'll step forward. If he doesn't, the universe will redirect you to someone who already knows what their heart wants. Either way, your intuition wasn't wrong. It was simply reading a story still unfolding. Part 6. The moment you stop waiting and start knowing. There comes a moment when your intuition shifts, not because the connection disappears, but because you finally understand it. This is the phase where you stop checking signs, rereading moments, or trying to decode his silence. Not because you no longer care, but because you no longer need proof. When someone is more in love than they realize, their energy stays tethered to you, even if their actions lag behind. You feel them in sudden memories, in emotional echoes, in that quiet pull that shows up when you least expect it. But here's the truth most people miss. Intuition is not meant to trap you in waiting. It's meant to wake you up. In this stage, you realize something powerful. His feelings are real, but they are not your responsibility. Love that hasn't reached awareness cannot be carried by just one heart. You stop asking, when will he realize? And start asking, what do I deserve right now? That shift changes everything, because the moment you stop waiting, one of two things happens. He becomes aware and steps forward, or life clears the path for someone who doesn't hesitate. Either way, you win. This is where emotional maturity replaces emotional longing. You still honor the connection, but you no longer abandon yourself to keep it alive. You become steady, grounded, emotionally sovereign. And here's the irony. This is often the moment when he finally feels the weight of what he could lose. When your energy detaches from expectation, it creates a mirror he can no longer ignore. But whether he acts or not, you are already whole. Intuition isn't about holding on forever. It's about knowing when you've learned the lesson. Some connections are meant to last. Some are meant to awaken you. And some are meant to do both, just not in the way you expected. So if you're here, watching this, feeling seen, trust this. You didn't imagine the love. You didn't misunderstand the bond. You simply reached clarity before he did. And clarity is always your freedom. Final message. If this message touched something deep inside you, trust that feeling. Your intuition isn't here to confuse you. It's here to protect you. Sometimes you're not meant to end a connection. You're meant to understand it. Whether he realizes his love or not, remember this. You were never imagining the bond. You were simply ahead of it. If you want more intuition-based guidance, emotional clarity, and soul-deep messages like this video, comment what resonated, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because when your intuition speaks, you deserve to hear it clearly.